Welcome to 843 TV. I'm your host, Catherine Mademan, and I'm with
Lisa Richardson.
And I'm delighted to be back here together, and there's a lot going on this summer. And for our guest today, who we have?
We've got Carolyn Grant with the town of Hilton Head sharing about some cool beach stuff.
And Heather Rath was telling us about Coligny and all the great music and entertainment and history and all the fun things to do. Stay with us.
We'll be right back with 843 TV.
.843 TV, where the Low Country comes to speak.
.843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
Welcome to 843 TV. We are excited because it's summer and busy season, and we are going to be talking about all things beach with our first guest, Carolyn Grant with the town of Hilton Head Island Communications Director. Good to have you as always.
Thank you. So glad to be back in the studio.
Yes, we're glad to have you too. As we said, it's June and that's beach season here in our area, and there's a lot of neat things that have been happening to help our guests that come to the island. And the first thing is the new Beach Ambassadors program. Let's talk about that.
Right. I don't ever really think we actually have a beach season. I think all year is beach season.
A busier one.
Right. But this year, the town has launched a new program. It's our Beach Ambassador program as a way to help beach visitors. When people come to the island, head to the beach, they're looking for places to park, or places to eat, or what other activities that are going on. So we have our beach ambassadors in place to kind of provide information to people. And when they come to a beach parking lot or a beach park area, we give them a bottle of water. We have some little hand sanitizers, given what we just went through the last 12 months. And then we have beach cards that have information to help people find space for overflow parking. So for instance, at Coligny Park, there's a lot of people that get there. The parking lot's full. So they get redirected to USCB for overflow parking. But it's just ambassadors to provide information and to help people during their visit.
That is absolutely terrific. And what beaches are they at? Are they just here at Coligny, or are they sort of spread out along the way?
Right now we have them at 3 beaches. Coligny beach parking lot, Driessen Beach, and Islanders Beach.
The busy ones, right?
The busy ones, I know.
Right, Coligny being the busiest. And they're only there on weekends. Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays is when you'll find the beach ambassadors there.
Good stuff.
Well, there's such a volume of people, and we need somebody to help them out as well. So I think that's a great idea for sure. So let's talk about, June to October. I know it's every year, every month is a beach day, but June to October seems to be the most travel time. A lot of people here. We have some regulations that we want to share with people about when they come and visit us, removing their items from the beach. And if they don't remove their items from the beach, they can also donate their items.
Right.
And we have these new stations that they can drop them off. And tell us about that program.
Right. So just last week, we launched the beach toy borrow bin at Islanders Beach Park right now. And so if you go up on the walkway to the beach, you will pass the beach bin. It's filled with toys, and so people can take a toy when they're headed to the beach, or if they find toys on the beach, they can bring it and drop it off in the box, or if you have children who pick out a toy and by God, they really love that toy, they can take it with them as well. But it's a way to help keep our beaches clean, help keep the oceans free of more plastics, which can be harmful to the sea turtles and other sea life. And we partnered with the Sea Turtle Patrol and Turtle Trackers of Hilton Head to do it. And it was actually Beach Patrol's idea. They saw this program at another beach in Florida and came back and approached the town and said, hey, could we do this at our beach? So it's off to a good start with people bringing toys and taking toys. And when we announced it, we of course announced it on social media, and we had people who were saying like, oh, I've got plenty of toys that I would like to bring and donate. So it's just a good way. People can travel with less.
That's what I was thinking,
know?
especially those who fly here.
Right.
You buy things when you get here, and you don't want to take those home. You don't have space, so to drop them off for someone else to use, recycle, repurpose, I think it's a great
Just to give like a little idea off camera, we're talking about how many pieces of like furniture or tents do they leave behind on the beach?
Last year, there were
just so we understand this.
thousands of items left behind, and specifically more than 1,800 pieces of toys
Wow.
that the town collected. That did not include what Sea Turtle Patrol picks up or Turtle Trackers, because they're picking up toys too.
Yeah, sure.
And bringing them to some of the thrift stores, or depending on the condition of the toy, it might end up in the trash too.
Let's talk about the parking again, because there's a beach shuttle service that you mentioned out of the USCB Hospitality Campus right on the south end of the island. How does that work?
So we have partnered with Palmetto Breeze, which operates the trolley, to provide shuttle service. And I believe this is our second or third year partnering with them to provide shuttle service to Coligny Beach.
Right.
So that is the only beach right now that we provide that shuttle service with. USCB has been a great partner in allowing us to use their parking lot so people can park there and just get on the shuttle and head to Coligny Beach. We do have, as you're coming onto the island, we have that electronic digital board. We also have some static signs around the island. And we tell people, if you're going to Coligny Beach, please park at USCB and take the shuttle. The beach parking lot is usually filled by 10 o'clock on a Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
So, and people plan for the day at the beach, so cars aren't like coming and going,
Right.
Quickly. They're there for a while.
Right, exactly.
Right. So,
thinking about the parking lot area, I would also want to talk about the new park that was just, created there with the beautiful ship and
Low Country Celebration Park.
the Celebration Park. And how is it open now?
Oh, yeah,
it's fully open, so everybody,
fully
the
open.
kids can enjoy it. I think that's a marvelous park, and I think that's part of the experience when you come to Coligny and to the Hilton Head Island. That it's just they have the education and the learning.
Yeah.
This is the first busy summer season that it has been open, correct?
Right. It opened in December of last year, and since then it's been getting good use.
It is wonderful. You can go to the beach. The park facilities for the kids are phenomenal. Just the open green space to hang out. I think it was just a wonderful combination. So
right.
just huge kudos to the town for
Right.
such a great project there.
Right. So if you were a child, would you take the ship or the beach?
That's a hard choice. I'm an adult and actually went on the ship myself to check it out. What other things can you tell us from the town perspective that might be helpful to our viewers that are coming as guests or those of us who live here?
Well, for the beach, just remember a few beach tips. Number one, don't dig deep holes. It is sea turtle nesting season. So we try to remind people that the turtles, the little hatchlings, they can get lost in those holes. So we want them to have a clear path back to the ocean. So definitely don't dig deep holes. And if you do dig a hole in the beach, please refill it, put the sand back in there, just kind of make it smooth.
Yeah.
And we also remind people to, if you're renting a home or villa along the beach, remember to turn out the lights at 10 p.m. or make sure that they're shielded because the lights can cause some disorientation for sea turtles as they're trying to make their way onto the beach or back to the ocean. So remind you to turn out that. And then also take your belongings with you when you're finished beaching for the day. People have a tendency to leave towels, tents, other trash, the toys. Again, so we want to remind people, when you leave, take those items with you because if you don't, they won't be there the next day when you come back.
Quick question on what's the pet policy during this season? A lot of people like to bring their dogs and walk their dogs and so forth.
Right. So pets, I believe, before a certain time in the morning, early mornings, and I think they have to be off by 9 or 10 a.m. On the beach, and then, of course, on a leash.
Of course.
Yeah, that's important. I've actually seen people sort of letting their dogs run around, and so, you know, I'm sure everybody's going to sort that out as as people get on the beach as well.
Right.
You know, we're just, it's exciting. It's so nice to have our beaches open, and people are coming again. I'm feeling like we are vibrant.
Yes,
I feel
definitely.
Like, I feel like
Vibrant's a great
everybody's
word.
just, everybody has a spring in their step on the island, I think. We're just grateful. The restaurants are busy. I know I went out and listened to some music last night and just had a drink, look at the dunes. It was just like, this is good.
Right.
And this is what Hilton Head is all about.
Right. And everybody loves our beaches. You know, every once in a while you'll see some sort of award or designation that the town has earned because of their family-friendly beaches. And so one way to keep it that way is for all of us to work together and, you know, kind of help keep the beach environment just right for the next visitor.
Well, Carolyn, it's so wonderful to see you. Thank you for the update.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
We'll
Thank
see you
you
again
both.
soon as well. Well, we'll be right back with more 843 TV.